shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And it's a wonderful Thursday. I hope you had a great day because I did as well. And if it's your first time finding the channel, like, follow, subscribe, you have found your new best friend. I drop videos daily, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we get into everything that is Xbox and everything that's in the industry. Now, we do have some stuff that's going on today, and we do have one shiesty company that continues to do the same stupid things. If it's not money hiding, it's continuing to rip off the customer. And if you're not ripping off the customer, you're paying them to play their games. Well, we know who the culprit is, and that can only be Sony. With Xbox and Helldivers doing incredible things the PlayStation fan base couldn't do on their own, with the PlayStation fan base only selling a meager 626,000 units, where the Xbox sold 926,000 units in the same 6-day period of time. It only stands to reason that Sony sees more valuability inside the Xbox fan base with its meager, shall we say meager, install base, with the install base leader can't support their own. So on us to take care of the reins. But I digress. I will let Capcom complain about all the other stuff while I just get into video games. So yes, this is a Kick Sony While They Down video. I hope you got your steel boots on because it's time to start kicking. Capcom seems pretty pissed about the PlayStation sales of Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I guess the sales of Monster Hunter in general, they're attributing the poor sales to the PlayStation's price tag. And the fact that greed seems to be moving Sony in weird directions. Now, normally consoles will be dropping in price, but PlayStation is no longer taking a back seat, especially in their home country, like the way Nintendo did. And Capcom did cite that as one of the indicators for the poor sales of Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I did sell 10 million in 1 month, but the projected sales for that game was far more grandiose in the grand scheme of things. And Capcom is squarely placing the blame on Sony. Does Capcom know something we don't know when it comes to the PlayStation and why it isn't selling at a rate that it needs to sell? But I thought it was doing great numbers. Apparently, something's wrong here. Well, I didn't know people really loved this game. Knight Silksong causes server chaos on Xbox, Steam, and Nintendo as platforms grind to a halt. You dudes out here really playing this game like no other. I can't hold you. I didn't think that you guys were going to gravitate to the game in the manner that you have. But apparently this is probably one of the most anticipated, and I struggle because it plays like a AAA game, but it's an indie. He said, well, meanwhile, several of us has been unable to add the game to our carts across Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. The PlayStation Store, for example, is stuck on the wish list at the time of writing. In the words of Connor, Steam looks like its every step has issues. Trying to pay with PayPal is leading to error messages. Well, I hope other people have luck with playing this game. Let me know if you ran into that issue. But apparently, there's over 500,000 of you dudes outside having a damn good time. So again, kudos to y'all. On this day, you win. And just to let you know, if you didn't know where to play Silksong and your Xbox Game Pass subscriber Ultimate user, well, you can go play Silksong and Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass right now. And apparently everybody's saying that it's possibly could win Game of the Year. There's another game that I like. It was a first-person game that was incredible. I Am Your Beast. You have to see this game in order to really get a grasp of what it is. It's a first-person game that has a lot of twists and turns. You have to evade your enemies and sabotage their equipment to survive. It's a strange game, to say the least. But I think you'll love it. I pretty much do. Sony needed a win yesterday. Not today, but yesterday. And Helldivers 2 has delivered that win. But not on their platform, but on the Xbox platform. The Xbox platform has shown up in drove, where people will tell you that Xbox guys don't buy games. Well, that is a farce and that is a lie. We can't go on no longer with that fallacy. With the Xbox selling at a 50% faster rate, the Xbox version, that is, of Helldivers 2, selling at a 50% faster rate than its PlayStation counterpart, in which the game launched on by the parent company in conjunction with Arrowhead, Xbox seems to appreciate it just a little bit more. With the second wave coming through and Xbox here to stay, with PlayStation understanding, in order to grow, you must give up some of those exclusives. Well, Xbox guys are eagerly awaiting the next offering from Sony. And with results like this, selling as many as 1 million copies in 6 days, a feat that the PlayStation fan base could not achieve, Xbox has done it with ease. This is very strange times, but we know where this leads. This leads to more and more games making it over to the Xbox ecosystem. With results like this, who can deny Sony is after the bag? And what is sure to be the latest sign of desperation from Sony and Bungie, Bungie is offering $500 reward just to play Marathon. Now, you get a $500 gift card, but you got to play this game during the beta test, and you got to have, I think it's 30 days in order to get it. You got to play 30 consecutive days from Monday, September 8th to Tuesday, the 10th of October. The 7th of October, including weekends, the email said. You are required to play for a minimum of 1 hour daily during the playtest window, from 3 to 7 PST time, weekends and weekdays, and weekends 2 to 8 p.m. PST on weekends. Man, upon completing the study, you will receive $500 gift card of your choice as a thank you For your valuable time and feedback, it continued. You will only complete part of the study. You will only receive the portion of the reward based on the number of days that you've completed. That's a pretty hefty reward for a minimum of 30 days work, equating to around $16.60 an hour if you only play 60 minutes a day. So if you play 1 hour a day for 30 days, you can get up to $500. Man, oh man. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. And Marathon is in full desperation mode. In a move that I define as idiotic, stupid, and just downright disrespectful, it's diabolical that Marvel Rivals will be releasing on the PlayStation 4. And a cry and scream from me, the king, to tell you, what the hell is wrong with you? We've been held back long enough by that stupid PlayStation 4. And here we go again. If the content starts to slip, I'm going to dip. That's it. Pause. With this news being seemingly spread like wildfire, Wolverine is about to be revealed for the PlayStation 5 and the next State of Play is claimed. The long-awaited PlayStation 5 exclusive Marvel Wolverine shall be at the next General State of Play livestream, according to Insider Gaming. Sources speaking from the outlet claim that the next trailer for the game will be ready to go, and it's almost certainly to be part of the State of Play taking place towards the end of this month. Now, somebody did come on my stream yesterday and did say it, and I'm like, okay, great. Hopefully we get a chance to see the game. Hopefully the game is in a great state. Hopefully the game gets out of the door. I don't know. Let's see.
People don't lie to you because the truth might hurt your feelings. They lie to you because the truth might provoke you to make choices that don't serve their interests.
In another sad episode of Money Hatton Gone Wrong, Lost Soul Decides comes at a terrible Metacritic score of 62, with an average user score of 5.8, with Restart.Run giving it a mere 40, with Giga giving it a 60, and IGN Italia giving it a 65. You can purchase it on PlayStation 5 for the mere pittance of $60. Or you can opt for the PC version for the mere pittance of $53.99. It's such a daggone shame. If they didn't decide to, how can I say, money hat, this game would be available all over.
I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to go. It could go either way.
Sony is being called out yet again for being sneaky, slimy, and underhanded. Boy, you just raised the prices on your consoles, and you would think that would be enough. But magically, overnight, 200 gigs is going to be removed from the 1 tera digital versions that's going to be released in Europe. According to this article, PlayStation plans to, like a thief in the night, to come in and have a console revision that is set to keep the same price, but give you less storage to boot. CF1 2116 is the model number that will be released in Japan and in Europe. It's not clear if it's coming to the United States, but it's clear that Sony is giving you less and demanding more. If raising the prices on the consoles wasn't enough, they're taking it a step further by diminishing your storage. So whatever games you were able to fit, well, you have 200 less gigs in order to fulfill that space. This is the most diabolical generation Sony has ever been a part of. And this is brought to you by the heads and the faces over at Sony. You love them. Some hate them. But you fanboys date them. Disgusting.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Now, if you stuck around long enough, you realize that I love exactly what I do. And I do exactly what I love. And that's talking about video games, and that's reporting on what's going on in the industry. Now, the other day, y'all guys had me react to, what is it? First Light 007. And I must say that was like going to the dentist. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the game looks like a Hitman game, reskinned with a license for James Bond 007. Personally, I'm cool. If it doesn't hit a service, I'm not going to get a chance to play it. And it's not the fact that I don't want to play it. When you have incredible games like Silksong dropping inside Game Pass, I didn't get a chance to play Veilguard when it was inside PlayStation Plus, so I got a chance to play it now that it's inside Game Pass. And I'm playing Black Myth Wukong at the moment and still having to finish Death Stranding, the first one, not the second one. It's just a ton of backlog in great games, and I haven't even purchased Metal Gear Solid Delta yet. I'm still waiting for them to fix up that game, because I do want the Ape Escape version of the game, because I'm a huge, if you haven't seen, Monkey fan. So I'm waiting for that version to get, fixed. I want the PlayStation 5 Pro version to be fixed. I really want them to start supporting that console, because with practices that they're doing with releasing consoles in markets with 200 less gigs of storage, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. Business practices are the backbone of your company. And if you start continuing all these poor, non-consumer friendly business practices, it's just going to lead to your demise. And I know I tell you, hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. I know in saying that stuff right there, you guys is like, King, you want them to die. No, I just want the toxic fan base to disappear. There's a lot of you guys, guys, just weird guys. There's a lot of weirdos out here that worry about other men. Strange fruit. But PlayStation as a whole, no. I mean, because that will be wishing my other gamers, fellow gamers harm. And nah, that's not that, man. It's just sad, because you would think that in the position that they're in, if they're the quote unquote console selling leader, then you would think that they would start to lead by example. And you can't blame tariffs, bro. You can't do these things. The price gouging, the money hiding. These money hiding schemes are going wrong too as of late. It doesn't seem like that's working out for you. Your money had in these games, and these games are still coming over, and they're still doing what they're doing on other platform. You see, it wouldn't matter if Xbox was relying on third party. Xbox isn't relying on third party. Actually, Xbox has a ton of first party games. So their reliance on third party isn't as great a need as Sony. But with Sony knowing that they do have that need, that game is still coming out. You keeping it on the Xbox, away from the Xbox hardware, isn't going to make you sell more units. at all. The return on investment of these things aren't making sense. With Lost Soul aside, being as mediocre as it seems, focus on your games. And I see you are focusing on Marathon with offering money for people to play it, which is diabolical. Because, given opportunity, people don't want to play that game. Why continue this farce? Just get rid of the game. Do what you did to Fair Games. Make it go away. Like you did all your live service games. Make them go away. I have a new initiative for Sony. Let's work on bringing all your IPs that you brought over to the PC over to the Xbox. Let's work on that. Let's focus on that first so you can get your money right. And then we can start focusing on day and date releases on PC in conjunction to Xbox. And we can get you right to where you need to be. Because right now, Sony, this new Sony is strange. We can't get old Sony back because it's over. Sean Layden has moved on. Well, he hasn't. Actually, he's pining for his situation back. It's just sad. It's sad to see a once former great champ acting in the manner that Sony is acting in. It's pitiful, to say the least. While Xbox, in a mere year, has turned everything around and is looking at like the clear victor when it comes to this console thing and these game sales and just overall a tremendous turnaround. I'm talking about snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. If that had a face, it will be Xbox. Well, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. If you're seeing anything that you like here, then like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And know that me, I got you every day, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you didn't like something here, well, then you's a sucker. But I'm going to do like I always do, and I'm going to do it even greater today because Silksong is out. And I'm going to tell you to go where winners win and gamers game. And try to play the Game Pass.